Not the Book of Jubilees, the forbidden history of the world. What if I told you there's a book that rewrites the stories of Genesis and Exodus, adds hidden details, and even gives a cosmic calendar? Meet the Book of Jubilees, a text so controversial it was banned from the Bible. The Book of Jubilees, often called the Lesser Genesis, expands on stories from the first book of the Bible but adds its own shocking twists. For example, did you know it claims that the law of Moses existed long before Mount Sinai? Jubilees says that God gave this law to angels before humanity was even created, and it was passed down through the generations of Adam and Noah. Here's where it gets wild. Jubilees has a completely different timeline of events. It introduces the concept of Jubilee cycles, where history is divided into perfect blocks of 49 years. According to this book, the world follows a cosmic clock that aligns with these cycles. Sound like a divine conspiracy? Ever wondered why fallen angels are such a recurring theme in ancient texts? Jubilees goes in hard, detailing how these beings descended, corrupted humanity, and introduced forbidden knowledge. It even names specific angels like Mastema, a figure akin to Satan who opposes humanity at every turn. But here's the kicker. Jubilees says these angels weren't just evil. They were allowed by God to test humanity's loyalty. The Book of Jubilees also reshapes familiar stories. For instance, it adds shocking details to the story of Abraham's near sacrifice of Isaac, claiming that Mastema was the one who demanded it as a test. It portrays biblical patriarchs as warriors battling demonic forces, turning the Bible into something closer to an epic fantasy novel. Why was it banned? Jubilees' timeline and theological claims conflicted with mainstream Jewish and Christian teachings. Its rigid calendar was seen as a challenge to the lunar calendar used for religious observances. Over time, it fell out of favor and was excluded from the canon. But here's the twist. Jubilees wasn't forgotten. It survived in the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, where it's still considered scripture. Copies were also found among the Dead Sea Scrolls, proving its influence on early Judaism and Christianity.